Hello, dear ones. Well, I am out in nature today and wanted to bring you a little bit of her presence into the reading, into this video. As you can hear the cicadas in the background, it is a nice, warm, sunny day. Not too warm, just enough. And it's just so lovely seeing the autumn season and how everything's starting to shift and change. It is definitely one of my favorite times of the year. So, as I'm recording this video, we are midway through the sun in Libra, and the moon has just moved into Taurus. So depending on when you watch this video, it may be finishing up in Taurus, maybe even going into Gemini. But right now, while it's in Taurus, it's calling and inviting us to take care of our comforts, our resources, our foundation, how we're planting emotional seeds, what we're doing to nurture ourselves. And with Venus moving through the sign of Virgo, part of that is gathering the tools needed, taking care of tasks that we may have put off for a while, tying up loose ends. Also, Virgo really deals with our body consciousness and how are we taking care of our body right now? What are we feeding our mind and our consciousness, and just re-navigating it as we're moving through the day if it doesn't align with our best and highest good. Of course, this is a given. It's just a little bit more of a reminder as Venus is moving through Virgo. And part of Virgo is that connection to the earth, to Gaia, connecting in, grounding in with her. I'm actually working with some hematite right now around my root chakra to help me ground and just feel more anchored in Mother Earth and allow her support to flow and kind of buoy my own energy and help integrate. We do have Mars moving through Scorpio, so there may be an intensity around our actions and how we want to move forward. And we may see that also in others and in the world around us. Mercury has just moved into Scorpio, so there's a desire for a deeper knowledge, a core understanding around truths in our life, in others' lives, in situations, getting to the heart of the matter, the soul of the matter. So knowing that Mercury is going to eventually move up and connect with Mars, this will be a very intense moment, and hopefully our mind and our actions can be connected in a greater truth. And what I'm seeing is like that eagle essence, even phoenix essence, where we are seeing the higher vantage point to the best of our ability and rising above the medial matters. It could be a really intense time, allowing the world and all things around us to flow and maintaining our integrity and our truth and our value in ourselves. Venus in Virgo really invites us to know our value in our mind, in our body, in our heart, in our soul, and to take care of it, and to not allow outer influences to devalue it. I'm hearing that very strongly, and part of that is that nurturing. And of course, we can nurture others too, but first taking care of the physical needs, and the heart needs, and then moving outwardly, because that ultimately this will help the whole. Jupiter is, in Cancer. It's at 23 degrees. It's going to be moving to 24. It's expanding our emotions, expanding our feelings. Over the weekend, I think it is, the moon is going to conjunct Cancer, so that's going to be amplified even more. And this again will be at 23 or 24 degrees when that moon in Cancer does conjunct Jupiter, and then anything it's aspecting will also be amplified to a certain degree. Also, when anything is moving through Cancer, it's a time for a purification. I'm seeing the frog totem in my mind, frog animal medicine, and that is purifying the body, purifying the heart, purifying the emotions, and just taking some time away if things start to build up. I'm seeing like a rise. We might have felt that already around the full moon, but I'm seeing even more of a rise of emotion, kind of like when the tides around the moon will rise. And it's like, oh, okay, let that sink back down. But work to understand it and to clear it of anything that might have risen up with the tides. And we're calling on our guides, our guardians of light, Archangel Gabriel, who rules over the element of water, Ganesh and Lakshmi for removal of obstacles and resourcefulness and bringing in prosperity, abundance in the places that it's able to flow more with ease and grace in our life. The Ascended Masters, Saint Germain, Morya, Jesus, Mother Mary, Lady Mary Magdalene, you know, whatever your connection is with the higher essence, the higher consciousness, the higher creator energies, the Christ consciousness. Calling that forward in each moment, especially when we feel like, ooh, what's going on here with that? A lot of, for me, I notice it with the Scorpio energies. Like wanting to understand what's at the core and the truth, and like what's off when it's off, but what is just like paranoia or old stories, and one versus the other, and old filters that can be cleansed. So, and asking for assistance with that, and it could be as simple as, mighty I am presence, higher presence, guardians of light, ascended host, angelic host. Ascended host is the ascended masters, angelic host is the archangels, and then specify Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, please assist me in this matter, in my mind and my consciousness, and redirecting my thoughts into constructive pathways. Archangel Jophiel also is an uplifter of the mind and the consciousness. Saint Germain, imbue me with the violet flame, transmute these energies in all directions of space and time so that they don't recreate over in any type of adverse or negative way. Protect all that is constructive in my life, in my relationships, in my business, in my finance, in my home, in my vehicle. Calling that in all the ways that is beneficial and constructive and that is long lasting, that is going to benefit longevity in our lives, and not just in our lives, but in all life and in nature. So these are just little examples. I just feel called to share them with you. So I did pull a card. I want to keep this kind of short, but from the Alchemist Oracle, and it was Seahorse Scales. And it basically says, reflect on your purpose. It is within your power to overcome challenges and change. I have the ability to get what I want from this life. I can see the bigger picture. And it also says, occasionally you just cannot see the wood from the trees. The seahorse is a charming creature full of charisma, helping you overcome your blocks. Look for alternative ways to overcome problems. Look to a family member or a trusted friend for guidance if you just can't see a solution or a way out of a problem. Sometimes our brains can feel so full Sometimes our brains can feel so full we feel completely overwhelmed. Our turbulent thoughts chaotically tumbling around make us feel muffled, like we are underwater. Try doing a brain dump. Write down a list of all the things you have in your head. It might be as simple as a to-do list or writing all your thoughts in a journal. It helps get everything on paper and out of your head. Leave your space to work through a problem yourself. Leave yourself space to work through the problem yourself, or show someone else what you are struggling with, so they might be able to help you. Before you know it, you will have cleared your chaotic mind and taken back your power. And it says, collected ethically from a willing seahorse. Seahorses are intuitive creatures. They have the ability to see the past, present, and future. Steep the scales in water and sip throughout the day to promote self-awareness. An excellent potion to share with a friend for true insight. And of course, these are the apothecary ingredients, and this is the seahorse energy. So when they say that, they mean like pop the cork, and like, you know, I know it's very whimsical, but it's cute, and it brings a lightness to the challenges, a lightness of insight to what we may be going through, and allowing of understanding. And we're always being reflected in life, and sometimes we get these weird surprises, and we're like, where did that come from, or what was that, or why did that person do that? Like, and we're just kind of like, or why did that situation come up with? So I noticed them. I'm sure you do too. So anyhow, I'm sending you so much love and so much blessing. And if you'd like to book a reading, let me know. I do astrology, tarot, oracle. I also do guided meditations. And I like to come out in nature and share this with you too. All right, I'll talk to you later.